What's up, everybody? Welcome into another Browns film room. I'm Jacob, your host for this week. We're going to be talking about the Browns' first fourth-round pick and offensive tackle, Dawand Jones, out of Ohio State. Guys, tonight and always, we're brought to you by our friends over at Homage Apparel. I got the NFL Jam, Nick Chubb, and Myles Garrett. Go check them out in the description down below. Browns season is getting very close. Homage has got you guys covered. Best vintage apparel company in the business. They're just so soft, so fun. A ton of great designs that you'll love to wear. So go check out Homage down below. If you're like me, a little bit of a DJ, and you want to do some sports betting, make some extra money, do it with a local Ohio-based company, and check out our friends over at BetJack. Again, a link in the description down below for them as well. Guys, I've been having so much fun doing these film rooms. This is the third one. We've already, if you haven't checked them out, you can go to the playlist here on YouTube. You'll see the Cedric Tillman breakdown as well as the Siaki Ika. This one I was excited about, man. I have not hid my excitement for who I think Dawand Jones could be. I screamed the F word multiple times on this channel in glee when we picked him. Plainly put, I think this is a first-round talent with some non-football concerns, off the field concerns that lead to the football field that some people had that I think made him fall to the fourth round. You're looking like a borderline first round talent. He's definitely a second round talent at worst when you watch the tape, and we're about to check out some of that stuff. And you got concerns about weight fluctuations. How much does he love football? Did he really want to play basketball? What's going on with all that? Dawand Jones did address all of that stuff when rookie minicamp started, and kind of said, the tape shows my passion. The tape shows a dude that works his butt off on the field. So as long as Dawand Jones shows up and he learns from the best in Bill Callahan, this dude has got a lot of raw talent. So we don't know what the weight's going to be. We don't know how dedicated he is. He says he is. I hope he is. Everything I've seen so far makes me feel like it, because the guy I'm about to show you guys on tape, he's fantastic. Like, listen, you're not going to outmuscle Dawand Jones. You're not going to get it. If you let Dawand Jones get his hands into your body, he's going to control you. He's a little slow in and out of his sets. Sometimes he can be half a step behind off the line, and you'll see some of the speed rushers blow past him in that case. But I'll tell you what, when Dawand Jones gets beat, especially in pass pro, he does a really good job to recover. And at 6'8", nearly 400 pounds, 6'8", 360, 370, he's an absolute mammoth. If you think you're going to go through Dawand Jones, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to do that, not successfully. We're going to see that on the tape. Sometimes plays a little high because he is 6'8", so you kind of see him go straight up, but he is still got those long arms and uses great leverage even when he goes straight up. There's a lot of, for me on the tape, the things that I want to fix are just technique issues, some technical things here and there. And I think that the best in the business and Bill Callahan can take care of those sorts of things. So in terms of what I see on the tape and what I see on the football field, I have no concerns with Dawand Jones. I think he's a fantastic player. We're just going to see. We'll see about the off the field and some of the, quote unquote maturity issues. I'm not really concerned. I think that this is your future at right tackle after Jack Conklin. I know they signed an extension, but I think Conklin only plays 1 or 2 more years. And I think they move on. And I think Dawand Jones is your future at left tackle or right tackle. If something happens with Jed, maybe Jed's terrible this year, he becomes your future at left tackle. They have him cross training. That is something that Bill Callahan is working on him to be both left tackle and right tackle. He played some left tackle at Ohio State when he first started before finding his home at right tackle. He absolutely has a skill set at nearly 370 pounds, somewhere in that range. Dude can move, and I'm going to show you some clips of him moving in space. And I want to tell you, we think Wyatt Teller's scary. Could you imagine Wyatt Teller and Dawand Jones pulling, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just getting out of the way. I'm not dying on this football field. All right, guys, let's dive into some tape. So first and foremost, I did quite a bit. I have cut up quite a bit of clips here for you guys from the Georgia game, playing against some of the best talent. Some clips in here from them playing against Iowa and Lucas Van Ness, who goes 13 overall in this year's draft. Some really high-quality opponents that I wanted to show you, Dawand Jones, what he did in those situations, because I think that is the most important when you're trying to project them. You're looking at a bunch of players that can play, that are playing on Sundays or will be playing on Sundays. So let's check this out. First, as always, he will be number 79. He will line up on the right side. One thing I love about Dawand Jones is he's always looking for work. Even if he misses his initial play, or if the guy he thought was going to come, peels back into coverage or something along those lines, he's looking for work, and he's always trying to clean some things up. So you see Dawand Jones here. On the right side, peel down, and then he gets back in front of him. Get that leverage. Go make sure that that player cannot come back and chase this ball down from the backside. So you see him here. He cracks down and he knocks the defensive tackle offline. Then he is able to use that size and athleticism to get around and get in front of him and block him off so that he's not making it, a play downfield. And these are some really good defensive tackles that can make plays further down the field. So he drives him out of the play there. Really nice run protection. He's really good in open space. Really good in open space as right tackle. We see him here. Again, climb to the second level. Drive your guy through the ground. Make sure he's not the guy making the play. I think Dawand did his job on that one. See him just climb. He gets a hand on him. He fights through. Yes, the man makes the play, but it's 5-6 yards downfield. You're looking at some consecutive plays here because I want to try to show you the way, not just like a clip here and a clip there, but multiple plays in a row to where you can see that he doesn't run out of gas. He's going to give you what he's got. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep working play after play. I'm not just going to cherry pick some plays here and there. I wanted to do some consecutive series and that sort of thing. So you can see him here. Again, looking for work. Eventually finds him, blocks him. Successful play from your right tackle. So continue to drive on. Moving in space, moving him. Yeah, they move the pocket back over to the side, but you just see him able to drive a guy in space, able to drive this guy in space here. As you see, there's some confusion here, but he's going to drive him out here, and it really sells this boot play action back as the offensive line goes through, and he pulls it as though it's some kind of move, run to the outside, drives him over. The guy has no chance of getting back on the other side to make the play after being driven out of the field. Out of the rush lanes. See him here? Keep this guy in close. Keep him guys in front of him. Get your hands on him. Use those long arms. Get out there. Make sure he can't make a play. You see him here? Again, controlling the guy. This is where you're going to see him trying to kind of get a little bit high. I don't like the way he comes out of some of these sets and goes straight up, stands up straight up. But you're not looking – this guy is not going to have any kind of impact on – he's not going to pressure the quarterback. And what Dawand does when you see him get his hands placement kind of up under the shoulder pads, even if he does go up high, you see him get those hands up under the shoulder pads, and he just absolutely controls the guy. He keeps him in front of you. That's what I like about Dawand. The way I look at him a lot is he just keeps the guy in front of him. Control the guy, keep him in front of you, keep him out of the quarterback's lap. It's the important part, right? Again, control him at a stasis, keeps those feet moving, but he doesn't move them in such a way that he's on roller skates. Keeps him in front of you. Oh, apparently I clicked on the screen while I was recording this earlier. I was clipping this thing up. Sometimes my editing skills are not what they were. Again, this is a guy that you're looking at a finesse rusher here. If you are a finesse rusher against Dawand Jones, your best bet is if you can come out and wide, those guys that have a ton of bend, like Myles Garrett in the hips, which granted, everybody like Myles Garrett with freaky bend can get around him. But if you're going to explode through Jones, you got to try to go inside or outside. If you try to go in there and he gets his hands on you, it's good night. It's good. You're not going to win that rep. And that's what happens here. You'll see he acts like he's going to spin. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong guy. I just watched the play too. How embarrassing is that? You're going to see him here moving in space. Look for some work, gets up there and gets in the way. Again, this is kind of the things, if you're not going to make Dawand Jones move off of his spot and allow him to just put his hands at you, what are you going to do here? You got to make him work. You got to try to move. See him? Just keep him in front of you. I don't care if you're athletic. You tried to go through me. You tried to use some fancy moves there. There's my editing. Move in space. Drive. Move in space. That stuff, that play right there is a perfect example of why I think when he refines his footwork and keeping them moving and not standing straight up, all technical things that I think Bill Callahan already is probably working on with him, having done rookie minicamp. At 370 pounds with immense amount of strength, he moves like that in the open field. He can pull and drive guys, and you'll see it some more as we go through here. But if you can capitalize that and consistently put everything together like he did against Georgia and some other games, Dawand Jones, he's got all the raw talent in the world, man. It's all the raw talent in the world. Here he is driving again. Drive him out of the picture. Drive him out of the picture. Had no chance making a play there. I love that's like, if you are going to try, and then CJ kind of scrambles back into it, put him on the ground. It's simple. Does not keep it simple, stupid. You don't always have to do an astonishing feat. Oh, yep. If you decide to put in a situation where you only drop 3 and you let the right guard also help Dawand Jones, yeah, okay. Here he's against Lucas Van Ness. Lucas Van Ness is one of the most powerful rushers in this class. Didn't affect Dawand. Driving, moving, clearing out his man. Extra yardage gained after moving this guy out of there. Keep him, control him. Keep him in front of you. If you're going to try to hand fight with Dawand Jones, you're not going to win that fight, I promise. Just keep that backside guy from being able to crash down. It's fun film, man. His film is just fun. Just control guys. If you don't get into his body, why go at him? Why do you go at him? This is what happens. Stop. Like Morris here in this rep, just get in his way. Don't let your guy make the play. I think there's a play here. I think this is the play here, yeah. So I put this play here at the end because I thought that it was the best way to kind of end this, because when you talk about some of the weaknesses, we've talked about it. Some people have questioned his dedication, his love for the game. And though I have heard through some people that at Ohio State, that stuff did get better. We have seen improvements. He does love the game. It wasn't like he was not there completely. And by the end, he was 100% loves football, very excited about the next step. That's what we've heard. But the weight, it fluctuates. It goes up and it goes down. Okay. We don't know. They thought the rumor was he was up to close to 400 pounds going into the draft. Those things are concerning. But on the field, the biggest concern I have is getting in and out of his sets. And in this situation, you're going to see, I believe that is Mike Morris, is going to explode past him. Do kind of what I told you, these explosive first step bendy guys who get around him. But what I love about Dawand Jones is he's going to play through the whistle. He's going to frustrate a lot of defensive linemen because he's going to get in their face and in their mouth, and he's not going to let up. And on this play here, you're going to see Morris get past him, and then you're going to see Dawand Jones recover and kind of ride him back past C.J. Stroud so that he doesn't have a clear path. And he's going to get up to C.J., but C.J. actually gets rid of the ball in time, and you're able to see kind of he gets beat. Watch him get beat around the line. I'm sorry, this is the next play. On this play, you're going to see him get beat off the line of scrimmage, and he's going to ride him past C.J. Stroud here. So same play. You're going to see him go past him. He gets past him, Now let me get into get into his body, drive him away, give C.J. Stroud enough time. And that's kind of an illustration of him getting beat where he just doesn't control the guy and more you're getting the rusher is getting a shot, getting to CJ Stroud. He's going to get in there and potentially make the play, but then you're able to still recover, get your hands on him, slide him back. You didn't own the rep. It's still going to be a pressure, but the ball gets out. It's not a sack. It's not a fumble. It's not any of the, a situation like that. You're in there and you are able to recover for some of the mistakes. He plays high. I said that. He plays high. His feet need to move a little bit more because he kind of plays like a statue, but he has the ability and the strong, powerful base where he can play as a statue, because once he gets his hands on you, that's over. He doesn't need to move anymore, but he can, and he can recover. I think Dawand Jones has got I was talking to Randy Gurzy, and he said he's the perfect boom bust candidate. He'll either, all these off the field issues will either be true about him and he'll never amount to anything, or you're looking at a Pro Bowl tackle down the line who's a perennial guy that you think of, when you think of Jack Conklin and some of these guys that you don't worry about over there. When Conklin's at his best and healthy, you're not concerned. with your right tackle position. That's who I think Dawand Jones grows into. Guys, thank you so much for spending another Thursday or Friday or Saturday, whenever you're watching this with me. I've had so much fun with these Browns film rooms. My favorite one is next week with Isaiah McGuire. I love him a ton. It'll be my last video before vacation. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Please hit that subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you like what we're doing here, really appreciate you. You guys have been amazing to us, continuing to turn into our work day in and day out. So I will see you guys again. No Barking Browns for me on Tuesday. So I will see you guys again in a week for the Isaiah McGuire film room. I'm Jacob, and Network 216. Go Browns.